Hello everyone, welcome to SW News. My name is Aarti. Almost a month ago, amid the heightened discontent among local MLAs against Captain Amarinder Singh, the Punjab Chief Minister, Congress decided to take a drastic step. The former PCC Chief Sunil Jakhar resigned from the post and the Congress appointed Navjot Singh Sidhu as the Punjab Congress Chief. By then, Sidhu had become the face of the rebel faction against Captain Amarinder Singh. The tussle between Singh versus Sidhu reached a point where Congress top leadership had to step in and find a solution. So the solution that it found was to make Sidhu the Punjab Congress chief while Captain Amarinder Singh remained the Chief Minister of Punjab. However, just a month after Sidhu takes the reins of the party's state unit, Congress top leadership seems to regret its own decision thanks to the controversy the new PCC chief is stoking. So much so that today, Sidhu went ahead and gave a sort of warning to the entire Congress leadership. At an event, Sidhu said that if the party does not allow him to take his own decisions, then he will not spare anyone. What comes as an alarm for the Congress is the words that he used to convey his dissatisfaction. He said, and I quote, "I have told the High Command that if you do not let me take my decisions, I will not spare anyone. Eat se eat baja dunga. I do not want to be a showhorse." These were the words of Navjot Singh Sidhu. He further said that decisions are required to be taken. No state can develop without industry. International trade should start, and the people of Punjab are in despair. If I had to put my life on the line, I would not back down. This is what Sidhu said.
और आज भी मैं हाईकमांड ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕੋ ਗੱਲ ਕਹਿ ਕੇ ਆਇਆ ਕਿ ਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਇਸ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਮਾਡਲ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਆਸਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਖਰਾ ਉਤਰੂ ਮੈਂ ਅਗਲੇ ਸਾਲ 20 ਸਾਲ ਰਾਜਨੀਤੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਾਂਗਰਸ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਣ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਊਂਗਾ ਲੇਕਿਨ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਨਿਰਣੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੈਣ ਦਿਓਗੇ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਨਾ ਇੱਕ ਵੀ ਖਤਮ।
Now, while the Congress has sought to downplay this comment, saying that the state chiefs are free to take their own decisions, Navjot Singh Sidhu's warning and the tone seems to indicate the troubling time to come. The question is whether the Congress party, now regretting its own decision to make Navjot Singh Sidhu the PCC chief, did the party invite more trouble for itself by giving in to Sidhu's demands, and more importantly, will Sidhu's attitude destabilize the unit which was until recently considered one of the strongest Congress units? We will discuss this all in this video today, but before that, if you're watching this video on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe to our channel, you like this video, and if you like this video, please give us a super thanks. Do comment below the video, and if you're watching this video on Facebook, please like our page and share this video to as many people as possible. First, let us understand the root cause of the issue. Punjab will go for assembly polls next year. Heading the party successfully in the 2017 assembly and 2019 Lok Sabha elections, Captain Amarinder Singh did not face any major rebellion in the party until few months ago. His government's failure to fulfill the poll promises of employment, farm loan waiver, power sector reforms, bringing back industries to the state, ending corruption in the state, and transport, sand and land mafia raj, some of the examples. The MLAs also complained about Amarinder Singh's leadership style, that he depends more on few trusted bureaucrats and remains at times inaccessible even to his own party leaders. Above all, he is not facing these allegations just now. These issues remain since his previous tenure. So there are genuine issues that led to some MLAs revolting against him, add to it the sacrilege case. Now, this revolt was then fanned by the entry of Navjot Singh Sidhu, who emerged as the leader of the rebel faction by attacking the Chief Minister, questioning him without caring for blowback. Last month, the Congress top leadership finally stepped in, and despite the opposition by Amarinder Singh, it made Navjot Singh Sidhu the PCC chief. Now, let us talk about Congress's compulsion. I would rather say that Congress was compelled to make Navjot Singh Sidhu the Punjab Congress chief. Sidhu had left BJP and joined the Congress ahead of 2017 assembly election. A cricketer turned media personality, a comedian and then politician, Sidhu enjoyed a unique image for a politician. There is not a doubt that he is a crowd puller. With his oratory skills and witty attacks, he makes the perfect combination of what a political party needs during the campaigns. After Congress victory, he was even given the cabinet ministry in the state. But the troubles between him and Captain Amarinder Singh began from the start. Ambitious Sidhu this time asked the Congress party to make him the Punjab Congress chief. If not, the party would have risked him joining the Aam Aadmi Party, which is spreading its footprints in Punjab. To avoid the fiasco, Congress was compelled to make Navjot Singh Sidhu the Punjab Congress chief. It was also a subtle message for Captain Amarinder Singh: address the concerns before assembly elections next year. Now let us talk about Sidhu's controversial advisor. Sidhu's advisor has been courting controversy that embarrassed his own party. Sidhu's advisor Malvinder Singh Mali shared a caricature of former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, who oversaw Operation Blue Star. He shared a picture that depicted her standing on a mound of human skulls. Now, Mali alleged that Amarinder and the Akalis were also hand in glove, an allegation that Sidhu has also made earlier. In yet another post, he credited the opening of Kartarpur corridor to Sidhu, who shared a good bond with Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan. In another post, he questioned Amarinder Singh regarding the nature of his relationship with former Pakistani journalist Arusa Alam. Now, the Congress, after all of this, was left red-faced. Harish Rawat, in charge of Punjab unit, gave an ultimatum to Sidhu to sack his advisor. And finally, Mali quit his post today. Now let us talk about what prompted Sidhu's outburst. Even after being the chief of the state unit, Navjot Singh Sidhu's sole focus remains on attacking Captain Amarinder Singh. On Thursday, he took to Twitter to question the Chief Minister on his promise of affordable power. But Navjot Singh Sidhu and his faction had to face a defeat in their very first attempt of coup against Amarinder Singh. In less than 24 hours, the planning fell apart. On the other hand, the Congress High Command took the whole incident very seriously, but for the first time, through the state in charge Harish Rawat, it gave a message to Sidhu that he may have been made the head of Punjab Congress unit, but it does not mean that he dictated and his diktats will be tolerated. After meeting the ministers and MLAs of Sidhu camp in Dehradun on Wednesday, Congress's Punjab in charge Harish Rawat said that Navjot Singh Sidhu is only the head of the Congress unit in Punjab. The whole party is not his property. The statement caused a lot of embarrassment to the leaders of the Sidhu faction, and they had to return to Punjab on back foot. With clear mantle in hand, now Amarinder Singh yesterday in the first show of strength arranged a dinner meeting with party leaders. It is also claimed that 58 MLAs and 8 MPs joined the dinner. Not only that, about 30 leaders also joined who had lost the last assembly elections. Even 10 leaders from rebel faction of Sidhu also joined the dinner. So what is next from this point onwards for Congress party in Punjab? Sidhu has not shown any intent to make truce with Captain Amarinder Singh. Will the war between the two intensify going ahead? If it does, it will only hurt the party, which has a strong prospect of coming back to power, especially amid farmers' protest. The question is, will the infighting in Punjab unit lead to self-destruction of Congress in Punjab, or will the brand captain sail the storm? Do let us know what you think about this in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in. The kind of journalism that we do requires people's support. Now, when we rolled out the YouTube membership program, a lot of you also asked us whether we have an option of one-time payment. So we have come up with another option on our website through which you can support us. You can choose if you want to support us through monthly one-time payment or yearly one-time payment on the website. This subscription plan also comes with certain benefits. Do check it out. Go to our website, click on the support on the topmost toolbar and check out the plan that you want to take up. Your support means the most to us. So do subscribe. Until then, stay tuned to HW News.